done really well today for a player who's been out so long. You'd never guess it.
He's played in strange areas at times as well. They've been very clever. When Juninho's played up top, wide on the right, he hasn't just stood at left back, Whitlow. He's moved into the midfield area to make himself pretty useful in there.
Good tackle there by Heskey. Well, he's found some energy from somewhere and got a free kick by Emerson. I hope his English hasn't improved to the extent that referee Bodden understood that.
Well, that's a good tackle, you can see that. But did Emerson repeat the process and get on the ball here? It looked pretty much the same sort of tackle.
The free kick hammered in quickly. It was Pearson who got it clear. Cox keeping it in play. I wouldn't think there'll be too much stoppage time to be added. Robbie Muster gets it back from Beck. Oh, it's a glorious little ball for Juninho. That looked like handball. It was.
He's unlucky. The ball was so good it just checked, almost like a golf shot.
You mean you can do that with a golf shot?
No, I can't do that. Don't be silly. I said it was like a golf shot. I didn't say mine. And it just dropped behind Juninho. Had it sat up, he could have taken it on his chest. He was through. Just sat up, checked, went a little behind him. Right arm came out.
Leicester comes to win it ahead of Claridge, but he was persistent as well. Parker. Lennon. Is it? On it goes to Heskey. Lennon comes to win it back again for Leicester. What a tenacious little character he is, even when he is tired. Heskey. Did well. Whitlow. And Parker just dwelling on the ball. And no one's going to take any risks now. Walsh quite happy just to get that forward, get it out of play. We're into the last minute. And his manager has aged another 100 years. It might be Middlesbrough's last attack, this. Pearson. Oh, that was a pretty hopeful one. And I think at that point, both sides were quite happy to see the ball go out of play, mentally relax and prepare themselves for the inevitability, well, we shall see, of extra time. Just takes a few seconds to score a goal. Maybe we won't need it yet. Claridge. Lennon. Whitlow. We're into stoppage time now. Claridge produced the late show a year ago. Can he do it again? He's given it away. He thought he was going to get a free kick. He's not. Middlesbrough attack with Emerson. Ravanelli in a great position here, but Cormac with an excellent interception. Martin O'Neill's decision to play him, totally justified. He has been one of the stars of Leicester's show. There's a very sloppy goal kick by Keller. He's got away with it though. Is it? Lennon. Grayson knocks it long for Claridge. Pearson's clearance. Fleming helps it on. This is Parker. Now is it? Good tackle by Fleming. Almost a minute of stoppage time has been played. Walsh will want to guard this one quickly back to Keller. And Claridge wins it back for Leicester now. Well, that's got to be a foul short by Cox. He had no intention of trying to play the ball. I really don't understand how he can be furious about that.
Well, I only ran 3 yards away from the ball and nudged him out of the way. I think it's a free kick. You watch Cox. There it goes. Make your own judgment. I think a free kick's a pretty good one.
think he was also cautioned as well for his reaction there, Neil Cox. It really was an unnecessary way to get yourself in trouble. And from the free kick, Heskey tries to touch it on, but it's Fleming in the right place to defend. And that's it, it's all over. The League Cup final has gone to extra time for the first time in 13 years, and indeed only the 5th time in the 31 finals that have been held here at Wembley. It used to be held over a 2-leg basis before that. And I think probably, Andy, fair enough in a way. It was hard to separate those two sides over the 90 minutes, particularly that second half.
I don't think either team did enough to actually win the game. I think that's absolutely right. It's the nearest two chances we had. Both hit woodwork. Both from strikers who we thought might win the game at some time. First one from Emile Heskey. He's a little unlucky, does most of it absolutely right, just didn't drop enough, didn't drop quick enough for him. At the other end, Ravanelli, who I think's been pretty quiet for the majority of this game. Well, he almost made them pay for a little bit of slack marking for the only time in the match from Leicester. But this is a time, you talk about managers not influence the game. Well, this is the time when they really can. It's the only time in a cup final that a manager is actually heard by all the players and can get some sort of instruction out, and that's now. He's got 5 minutes to pick up tired minds, tired legs, to urge them on, to spur them on. They might have spotted just something, a little chink in the armour of their opponents that they can drill into their players that this is what we must do. This is when they really do earn their money.
Both been through it themselves, of course, so many times as players. Martin O'Neill, capped 64 times by Northern Ireland, captained them in the World Cup finals in 1982 when they did so well. Brian Robson, 90 caps for England, and he's played here 6 times for Manchester United. In fact, he's the only player ever to captain 3 FA Cup winners in this famous setting. The roads around deserted. They won't be in half an hour or so. But who will be the happiest of the supporters going home? Or will they all be looking at their diaries and wondering if they can get to the replay? It's been a long journey down, but when you've waited 121 years to appear in a major final, you can bet your life they'll find their way to the replay if that's what we need. Leicester fans, well, they're familiar, aren't they, with the scene here. Their 5th time in the last 6 seasons they've been to Wembley.
Now you look around now, sometimes you look for pointers. I mean, it's been tough. There's a lot of tired bodies there. You can see how many are actually taking the chance to actually rest their weary legs. We've worked hard. First half wasn't a great one. In fact, it was a poor one, if we're totally honest. Certainly there was more to admire in the second half. Leicester's undoubtedly up to tempo, with a better side in the second half, I felt, but couldn't quite force that goal. I think both sets of supporters, both sets of players would actually like it to be finished today, only if they're winners, of course, because you know, Wembley's a place you want to win your cup final. Supporters want you to win it here. As a player, you want to go up those steps and win it here. You want to do your lap of honour here.
Although, as I mentioned earlier, the replay date and venue haven't been confirmed, I gather it's unlikely to be at Wembley. So they better make the most of this day, players and spectators alike. It may be the last time for many of them that they ever come here. You never know. And that's what they always tell you in the game. Make the most of the day. It could be your last in a stadium that I think it is no exaggeration to say is the most famous in the world. You can tell that from the way the Brazilians and the Italians in the Middlesbrough camp were so desperate to play here. Ravanelli even turning down the opportunity to play for his country in a World Cup qualifier to be here. That hamstring injury, which affected him and made him miss the previous 2 games for Middlesbrough. No obvious signs it's been affecting him today, but perhaps that's what they're working on now. And Juninho, looking like a little boy in the local park in the sunshine. But it's a bit more important than that. This is no day for relaxation and no opportunity to relax anymore, as the referee has called the teams together again for the start of half an hour of extra time. And of course we will be bringing you all the news from Anfield, where Liverpool played Coventry, and I can tell you there have been goals. Well, no sign of either Martin O'Neill or Brian Robson making any changes.
I'm not surprised at that. You look at the subs, unless people are injured, they're really, really tired. I think certainly from Brian's point of view, you know, his front people, the ones that's going to win the game for him, they're all out there. People are going to win it for him, are all out there playing. Martin O'Neill, if he needs a goal scorer, if he needs a goal, does have Mark Robbins on the bench. You know, that would be his one substitution, I think, if he does feel he needs to pinch a goal from somewhere.